Here are 10 things that happen when you finally become yourself, aka become true to yourself. Number one, you stop abandoning yourself to keep the peace. It is so easy because we've all been trained, especially women, to do whatever it takes to make sure everything's okay. But what that always is impacting is your own self care, your own self honoring. Essentially, when you're doing everything to keep the peace, you are likely abandoning yourself. And that is a powerful way to erode your self esteem and your self confidence. Number two, you no longer tolerate relationships that drain you. This one can be tricky because it's hard to end relationships or complete connections with people. That can feel a little bit uncomfortable, and sometimes we don't always address it directly. And relationships that drain you at a certain point in your life are just no longer an option. And that level of maturity and awareness is how you start having really powerful well being. Number three, your confidence becomes rooted, not performed. And what that really means is that you aren't playing a part for anybody anymore. That integration, that settling into yourself, it shows and it starts to permeate everything. And that creates a level of self confidence because the effort that you were giving away, trying to do and be something that wasn't really you, is no longer depleting you. And you start to connect and integrate with what is actually true for you. Number four, clarity arrives without force. When you are in a place of being true to yourself, when you have integrated, you aren't looking outward for all the answers. You aren't second guessing yourself. You aren't doubting that first awareness and intuition that comes because you are more connected to yourself. You are more integrated. You're listening when your life, when the universe is speaking to you. Five, your next chapter unfolds rapidly because you're aligned. You're not gripping to things in the past. You are ready and open for what's coming next. Six, you stop chasing validation because you trust your own perception. Your perspective is the most important, especially when you're making decisions about your own life. That doesn't mean you can't go out for counsel. That doesn't mean you can't run ideas by people. That doesn't mean you don't have people close in your life where you verbally process it. But it's so key that you actually give yourself the opportunity to hear your own self first. When you've integrated and you are being yourself, you don't need others to validate you before you validate yourself. Seven, you don't question your desires. You know your desires are attempting to make it known to you what is on your heart, what your essence is drawn to. So you aren't second guessing them. You aren't diminishing them. You are not in your head about them. Eight, you are magnetizing opportunities that are matching your identity. So things are coming towards you that actually resonate, that are reflecting back to you that integrated self. It's a very powerful experience when that starts to happen. Nine, you start making choices from truth with a capital T instead of fear. Listen, fear never goes away. It's all part of our own becoming. But when you are living more in that place of integrated, where you are being true to yourself, where you are really more who you are and not some version that you think you need to be, you're connected to that truth. It's more accessible. And that's where you're making choices in your life from. And 10, my favorite, life feels lighter because you're no longer pretending. That is a powerful place to be. When you move into that space where you've integrated and you have moved through all the situations and experiences that tend to happen that kind of where sandpaper and bump up against when we're trying to find ourselves and allow ourselves and really give ourselves permission to be ourselves and no longer look outside of us to give it to us. These are the things that are starting to happen to mirror that to you. It's a very powerful place to be. And it's also beneficial, not just for you, but to anyone that's near you and really the planet when this happens, because that means that you are in right relationship with yourself. You are living from a place of wholeness. And that's a very powerful, regenerative, place to be in, and that vibration spreads. I'd love to know which one of these landed for you, which one that you really resonated with. Me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. What did I forget? I'd love to hear your thoughts. My name is Jennifer Herrera. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. Until next time.